Hey everybody, this is Danny. I'm just going to talk about the SEAL XR knife today. SOG is SOG or Studies and Operations Group. My understanding is that Studies and Operations Group was the precursor to the Special Forces, and thus the company SOG out of Washington, I believe it's Washington, correct me if I'm wrong, they have been producing quality knives, gear, um, multi-purpose tools, axes, etc., for quite some time. Here is the folder, the SOG X SEAL XR that I'm going to be reviewing today. As you can see, very smooth opening operation access, very smooth. Um, the liner lock, access lock, whatever they want to call it, the XR lock, which is ball bearing incorporated, is top shelf, top notch. Anyway, I'm going to just talk about the pros and the cons, why I like it, why some people do not like it. It's an EDC, everyday carry knife. It's primarily very hardcore, very heavy duty, tactical application type of pocket carry knife. And a lot of people don't like it because it weighs 8.3 ounces, which is kind of heavy. It's kind of heavy for an everyday carry knife. I concur with that. That's one of the reasons why a lot of people, even most people, don't like it for everyday carry. I have a lot of knives, a lot that are much lighter, which is great. They're great for everyday carry for utilitarian purposes and applications. However, I purchased my SEAL XR for a very specific reason. The specific reason is that this knife is very good for combat tactical applications for me. I live in Los Angeles. Los Angeles has become increasingly more dangerous over the last couple of years. Much more criminal activity than I've ever seen in the last couple of years. And this knife fits the bill for everyday carry for urban defensive response purposes. And that's what I'm talking about. That's why I carry it, and that's why I have it. It's very good, almost very great for what I need it for. This knife has the nylon glass reinforced handles. I love the finger wedge for good grip. It's got great checkering. It's got very pronounced and aggressive jimping on the backstrap end of the handle, as well as the thumb area of the blade. A lot of people don't like that. They think it's too aggressive. They think that you need gloves to wear it if you're using it on and off constantly during the course of a day. I am not. I am using it only when needed and when I need to deploy, which is somebody is trying to attack me. And that's why I have it. And that's why I got it. And that's why I don't care that it's a little bit heavier than most. It's got a very high quality steel. The CPM S35VN steel supposedly is very high quality, very great and quality edge retention. It's got the Cerakote finish, so it's non-reflective, which is also great. If I have to evade somebody in the dark and deploy my knife in the dark and be prepared for hand-to-hand combat. The handle is big and it's chunky, but with that checkering and with that great jimping on the backstrap, you can get such a solid grip that if you need to use it, if you have to go, you are not going to lose that grip. That grip is not going to slip. It also has on the back end this great pummel or glass breaker, or what they like to call the persuader. Because if I have to go at you and I can come at you this way, I can pummel you in the chest, I can pummel you in the head, I can deploy with the jimped finger mechanism. I can do that. If you want to use the thumb, you can do that as well. I find it easier for myself to just use the index finger on the top of the jimping prong. Works spectaculously. Like I said, the steel is great. The blade thickness is 0.185, which is just a wedge. I mean, this thing isn't going anywhere once it goes in. If you got to use it for prying, if you got to use it for jabbing or sticking, it's there. It's great. It's made in the USA, which is why it costs a little bit of money. Retails for about $224. I found mine on eBay for $140. I got a great deal. The great deals are out there, but you do have to search for them. And you will find it if you look for it. It's got a lanyard hole, which is pretty cool. Here's the one drawback for me and for a lot of other people. A lot of people don't like the pocket clip. I understand why. The pocket clips is like a 1/2 inch in width. Why does it have to be so wide? I get it. It screams SOG. Look, I'm a SOG. I'm a SOG. I'm a SOG. I get it. That doesn't bother me too much. What does bother me is that when it's in the pocket, it's somewhat sticky and a little bit difficult to get in and out. It's just something that you have to deal with. It's not horrendous, but it is something that you have to deal with. It's a small compromise for what this knife does have and and the value that it can provide for you in your everyday activity. I think it's great. I love it. I'm glad I got it. It is now my everyday carry. I don't use it for cutting. I don't use it for utility. It is specifically, in my case, for the purpose of urban self-defense and urban defense, because I think this is the ultimate folder for urban self-defense. That's why I carry it. That's why I feel good about having it. And that's all there is to it. Stay prepared.